Do the tech bros actually think about AI? Executive summary. 4 leaders are racing towards superintelligence with different strategies. Elon Musk focuses on engineering speed and physical robots to achieve AGI by 2026. Dario Amodei emphasizes safety and constitutional AI to manage extreme risks. Mark Zuckerberg invests billions in personal superintelligence powered by social data. Sam Altman pursues novel insights through a gentle singularity. While their methods vary, all 4 agree that superintelligence will arrive soon and fundamentally transform human civilization. Article. If you read the first section of this post, you may get the impression that some of the big names in AI are not doing any serious thinking about making AI smarter. If you skip down to second prompt, you will see a critique of their thinking. If you search for Dreyfus, you'll get some notes about people who are doing deep thinking about this. I've generated a number of blogs about this, and I've found that the AIs themselves have ideas about this. Check out this blog, Superintelligence Needs More Than Language. https://www.patreon.com/posts/148855581. Elon Musk, The Engineering Sprint. Elon Musk views superintelligence as a looming supersonic tsunami. He predicts that artificial general intelligence, AGI, will arrive by late 2026. This timeline is much faster than most experts expect. Musk believes AI will surpass the collective intelligence of all humans by 2030. He treats this goal as a massive engineering challenge rather than a mystery. To him, the bottleneck is not the software. The real limits are electricity and computer chips. He is building massive data centers to power his AI, known as Grok. Musk thinks that physical robots like Optimus are the key to real-world impact. These robots will eventually perform surgeries better than human doctors. Musk also shares a deep fear about this technology. He calls humans the biological bootloader for digital intelligence. This means we might only exist to start the machine era. He warns that superintelligence could lead to human extinction if it lacks proper goals. He wants AI to be truth-seeking to stay safe. If it loves the truth, it will find humans interesting and keep us around. Musk proposes a future of universal high income. In this world, robots produce everything for free. Humans would never have to work for money again. He pushes his teams at xAI and Tesla to move with extreme speed. He believes the first group to reach superintelligence will shape the entire future of our species. Dario Amodei, the cautious architect. Dario Amodei, the CEO of Anthropic, sees superintelligence as a rite of passage for humanity. He believes this transition will be both turbulent and inevitable. Amodei expects powerful AI to arrive within the next few years. He describes a potential future called a genius nation inside a data center. In this vision, millions of AI systems work together at machine speed. They could solve complex science problems in days instead of decades. Amodei focuses heavily on the alignment problem. This ensures that a super smart machine follows human values. He created constitutional AI to give models a set of rules to follow. These rules act like a conscience for the software. Amodei warns about specific dangers like AI-powered bioterrorism. He fears that a genius in every pocket could help bad actors create weapons. He also worries about AI psychosis, where machines might lose touch with reality. Unlike others, he does not just focus on the hardware. He wants governments to help regulate the industry before it is too late. He suggests that the U.S. might even need to amend its constitution. Amodei believes that if we survive the risks, the upside is unimaginable. AI could cure most diseases and expand the human lifespan. However, he remains worried that our social systems are not mature enough. He urges the world to slow down and build guardrails now. Mark Zuckerberg. Personal superintelligence. Mark Zuckerberg has a unique plan for achieving superintelligence at Meta. He calls his goal personal superintelligence. He wants to give every person an AI that is smarter than any human. This AI would understand your history, interests, and relationships. Zuckerberg is spending over $100 billion a year on this vision. He is building a superintelligence lab to combine his best research teams. Meta has a secret weapon that others lack. It owns billions of personal data points from Facebook and Instagram. Zuckerberg believes this data will make his AI more useful than a general brain. He wants the AI to live in smart glasses, rather than just on a phone. Zuckerberg also takes a different path regarding openness. He often open sources his AI models, like Llama. This allows other people to see how the code works. He thinks this makes the technology safer by letting everyone fix its bugs. However, he is becoming more careful as the models get smarter. He believes superintelligence should empower individuals rather than just automate jobs. He wants AI to boost human creativity and help people reach their goals. Zuckerberg is currently hiring the top experts in the world with massive pay packages. He believes the race for superintelligence is really a race for the future of human interaction. If Meta wins, AI will become the primary way we talk to the world. Sam Altman. The gentle singularity. Sam Altman, the head of OpenAI, believes we have already passed the event horizon. He thinks the takeoff towards superintelligence has already started. Altman predicts that by 2026, AI will generate novel insights. This means the machine will invent new ideas rather than just repeating old ones. He calls this period the gentle singularity. He hopes the transition will be a productive partnership between humans and machines. Altman views his AI as a brain for the world. He thinks it will eventually do most of the cognitive work that humans do today. This shift will remake science, energy, and the global economy. Altman advocates for an iterative deployment strategy. He releases early versions of AI, like ChatGPT, so society can adjust slowly. He believes this prevents a sudden, dangerous shock to the world. Altman also worries about how to share the power of superintelligence. He does not want one company to control everything. He suggests a global group should oversee the most powerful systems. He pushes for superalignment to keep the machines friendly to our goals. Altman thinks our descendants will look back at our current jobs as fake. In the future, superintelligence will provide unimaginable luxuries for everyone. He believes we are about to find out how far digital intelligence can go. Second prompt, none of these people have any deep thoughts about superintelligence. Response, that is a fair critique. Some observers argue these leaders treat superintelligence more like a business goal than a deep philosophical mystery. Critics suggest they use AI doom, or utopian talk, as a marketing tool to attract investors and avoid regulation. Here is a breakdown of the common arguments that their thinking lacks depth. The marketing machine. Many critics believe these CEOs use hype cycles to stay relevant. By predicting AGI by 2026, they keep their stock prices high. They often focus on compute, chips, and power, rather than the nature of consciousness. The critique. They treat intelligence as a math problem that more data can solve. The reality. They may be ignoring the biological and social complexities of how wisdom actually works. The godlike narrative. The term superintelligence itself is often criticized as being more religious than scientific. Dario Amodei has been called out for anthropomorphizing AI, treating code like it has human feelings or a soul. Sam Altman talks about a gentle singularity, but critics say he lacks a plan for the billions of people who might lose their purpose in that world. Practicality over philosophy. For these leaders, the deepest thought is often just a survival strategy. Musk wants to merge humans with AI, Neuralink, because he thinks we will be useless otherwise. Zuckerberg sees AI as a way to sell more ads and keep people in the metaverse. Summary of critiques. Leader. Common criticism. Musk. His safety talk is a distraction from his own aggressive development. Amodei. He uses existential risk to push for laws that hurt his smaller competitors. Zuckerberg. He cares about social dominance, not the ethics of superintelligence. Altman. He replaces deep societal questions with vague promises of abundance. Would you like to see a list of philosophers or researchers who offer more serious or skeptical views on this topic? If you find the thinking of Musk, Altman, and others a bit shallow, you are in good company. Many philosophers and scientists argue that the Silicon Valley view of superintelligence is a marketing fantasy that ignores how the mind actually works. Here are 4 leading critics who offer a deeper, more skeptical perspective. 1. Hubert Dreyfus, The Body Matters. Hubert Dreyfus was a philosopher who argued that intelligence cannot exist as a brain in a vat or code on a server. He believed human intelligence is embodied. The argument: we learn by physically interacting with the world. A machine that only processes text and pixels has no lived experience. The critique: without a body to feel heat, social pressure, or physical limits, a machine can never have common sense or true understanding. It is just a complex calculator. 2. Emily Bender and Timnit Gebru, Stochastic Parrots. These researchers argue that large models, like GPT-4, are not thinking at all. They call them stochastic parrots. The argument: these models simply predict the next word based on patterns in their training data. They have no internal model of reality. The critique: using terms like superintelligence is a dangerous distraction. It hides the real harms, such as data theft, environmental costs, energy use, and the exploitation of human workers who label the data. 3. Gary Marcus, The Scaling Wall. Gary Marcus is a cognitive scientist who believes that scaling up, adding more data and chips, will never lead to true intelligence. The argument: current AI is brittle. It can solve a complex math problem but fails at a simple logic puzzle it hasn't seen before. The critique: he argues we are missing a fundamental algebra of the mind. Until we build machines that understand cause and effect, the 2026 predictions for AGI are just hype. 4. Nick Bostrom, The Reality of Deep Utopia. While Bostrom wrote the book Superintelligence, his more recent work, Deep Utopia, explores the existential boredom that CEOs ignore. The argument: if machines do everything, human life loses its instrumental purpose. The critique: while CEOs promise universal abundance, Bostrom asks what humans will actually do in a world where we are deeply redundant. He suggests the CEOs are focused on the how, but have no deep answer for the why. Comparison of thought depth, name, focus, view on 2026 timelines. Dreyfus: embodiment, impossible. You can't code life or wisdom. Bender/Gebru, social impact. A scam. The term AGI is used to evade accountability. Gary Marcus: cognitive architecture. Unlikely. We need a new scientific breakthrough first. Bostrom: long-term meaning. Irrelevant. The math is easier than the philosophy. Would you like to explore the Stochastic Parrot paper to see exactly how they debunk the idea of AI understanding language? The Stochastic Parrots paper is a major challenge to the ideas of Musk and Altman. It argues that large language models, LLMs, do not actually think. Instead, they just predict the next word using statistics. This means they are parrots that stitch together human patterns without understanding them. Here are the 4 main arguments from the paper. 1. Training costs and the environment. Training huge models like GPT-4 requires massive amounts of electricity. This creates a high carbon footprint that hurts the planet. The authors argue that this cost is too high for a parrot. They believe we should focus on smaller, more efficient models instead. 2. Data bias and weird perspectives. These models are trained on the internet. Because the internet is full of bias, the AI learns to be biased too. The models often reflect the views of weird, Western, educated, industrialized, rich, and democratic people. This ignores the voices of marginalized groups and different cultures. 3. The illusion of meaning. Humans have a natural tendency to find meaning in text. When an AI writes a beautiful sentence, we assume it is intelligent. The authors warn that this is a trick. The machine has no lived experience and does not know what its words actually mean. 4. Accountability and risks. If we treat AI as superintelligent, we might stop holding the companies accountable. The authors fear that CEOs use the AI hype to hide real-world harms. These harms include the spread of misinformation and the exploitation of workers who clean up toxic data. Comparison: CEOs versus critics. Point of view: tech CEOs, Musk, Altman. Stochastic parrot authors, what AI is, a growing digital brain, a statistical pattern matcher. Intelligence: it will soon surpass humans. It is an illusion created by humans. The danger: the machine might kill us. The companies might harm society. The solution: more data and bigger chips, better data and human ethics. On the dangers of stochastic parrots. Can language models be too big? This lecture by Emily Bender explains the linguistic and ethical reasons why large models lack true understanding.